recording to the cloud. Okay, and then let me just change this. So, okay. How can I make it so Bonnie's there too? Okay, yay. Okay, guys, I'm so happy to have y'all here. We have my team, Team Joy, and Bonnie and Laura's team on here. And I'm so excited because those of you who were in Mexico may have had the pleasure of meeting Miss Bonnie Roseman. If you are new or don't know who Bonnie is, I'm going to give you a little introduction because this woman is freaking incredible. So Bonnie is, and you can go to her website like after you're off of this just to read all of her accolades because I won't remember them all, but maybe she'll share a little bit. But she is a incredible fashion consultant style. She can tell you the right words to say, but she has the most impeccable style. She owns a boutique in West Palm Beach. She has been featured on the Today Show. She has styled her own line on HSN. She has like her own short film made. Like this woman is incredible. And I am so excited to have her share because of course, one of our, I think almost all of our favorite things about SAVVI is how inclusive it is. And I think it's so easy for us to, to just kind of generalize and be like, oh, well, yeah, like, it's for the 30s and 40-year-olds, or it's for, the Caucasians, or it's for like the thin, and that's why we love SAVVI, because SAVVI is really inclusive of everybody, and anybody not only can wear our clothes, but can represent our brand. And Bonnie is like, you'll see, she's freaking amazing. So I'm going to turn this over to you, Bonnie, and I would love for you to just share a little bit of your background. And then I have a couple questions for you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me today, Jackie. And I really feel it's an honor, and I'm so inspired by you. And I want to also acknowledge Laura Klein, who's on this call, because I wouldn't be here without her. And she just happens to be my niece. So, and I really feel privileged to be working with my niece. It's just an incredible experience. I have had my own business for 4 decades. I started when I was 28 years old, and I am a stylist and a wardrobe architect. I designed my own collection and I sold to the who's who. And I had no money and no shop. I started from an idea that I could create a business from nothing into something just from my passion. I didn't go to school for fashion. I learned since I was 5 years old how to put people's wardrobes together, and used to dress my mother and my sisters. And so it was a God-given talent I had, and I created this very unique business of selling one-of-a-kind, beautiful, beautiful accessories, lovely clothes. And I've been doing it, and through just being me, I somehow managed to get on the Today Show, written about in People magazine, was on HSN, went over to Europe and did Home Shopping Europe, and eventually decided I wanted to share my story with younger people to let them know that they could do this too. Way before I ever heard about SAVVI, I felt part of my mission in life was to inspire young people. So I created a short film called Days of My Life. So if you want to see it, it is on my website under bonnieroseman.com, under short films. On the menu, click on the first film. There's lots of little films that are really good, but the very first one is called Days of My Life. It's 7 minutes long, and it tells my story from the time I was born to present day. And basically the purpose of the film was not only to share my story, but to inspire young people that they could also follow their dreams and make anything happen. And that you don't have to be, have some rich parent or anything like that, which I didn't have, just from an idea, you can make it into reality. And then in September, after already being in lockdown for how many months? I mean, we found out about COVID last March. I didn't know about SAVVI until September. My niece found out about it in August. in March, I have a private boutique in West Palm Beach. After having a boutique on a very famous avenue called Worth Avenue, I decided to give up my shop and move to this loft in West Palm Beach in a high-rise building and create a private boutique by appointment only. And I was doing FaceTime with clients anyway in other cities around the country. And I created 72 fashion shows in the last year showing my collection and then having it posted on YouTube. So I have my own YouTube channel called Bonnie Roseman's Fashion Buzz. And my third season I just began is now incorporating SAVVI. But up until that, I did 2 seasons, a total of 70 shows featuring my collection. But in September, my whole life changed because Laura told me about this business. And I mean, she had been with Rodan and Fields, so I knew about multi-level marketing, but I never could really get into selling skincare. It just didn't seem to work with my clothes and my passions. And I mean, I had been approached by people with all kinds of products, you know, things that you digest and ingest, and I don't know, but I just couldn't get into it. But then she said to me, this is a company that has the most fabulous athleisure clothes, leggings. Well, I must have had already 100 pairs of leggings in my drawer. Wait, I was into leggings. I don't even know. I was probably the first person to wear leggings. I mean, I think I have leggings that date back probably, I mean, I hate to say it, but maybe 20 years. I mean, I've been wearing leggings. Anyway, I love leggings. So my niece said to me, you're going to like this stuff. You got to take, I said, count me in. This is so perfect for me. I can't believe I always had things that are in the hundreds to thousands. I never had anything that was 100 or less. Just wasn't really what I did. I said, the idea that I can have this athleisure line to go as a foundation with my one-of-a-kinds. I mean, here I am wearing an Ina sports top, but with one of my silicone scarves and this really unique necklace that's incredible. Anyway, and the hand-painted earrings. The whole thing does work. I said, this is perfect for me. Now I started getting my samples in. I just ordered things. That was a little bit tricky in the beginning. You know, I wanted to buy a lot of stuff and we couldn't get it in my size. On Fashion Fridays, it would be like, I can't get it in time. It's already sold out. We tried to get to the cart and it wasn't, you know, that was back in September. You know, they were going through some growing pains. And Laura said to me, this is pre-launch. Don't worry, we're getting in on the beginning. We are going to get through this. Don't let these little hiccups get in your way. And we just kept on going, and I kept on adding and adding. Of course, I'm my best customer at this point, and I have amassed this incredible SAVVI collection. Now, I'm really savvy, no pun intended, with Facebook. I'm not as savvy with Instagram, although I post on Instagram. I'm very particular what I post. I know how to do multiple posts, but I don't really know how to do live Instagram. But I do live Facebook, no problem. Anyway, I'm learning. She said it's personal development with a paycheck. And
yes,
I'm
it
learning
is.
so much. I am learning so much. I mean, in so many different levels. It's just people skills. I mean, I'm really good with people, but this is a different kind of selling. It's a different kind of thing. It takes a little different finesse.
Yeah.
I feel I have something to offer every size, every shape, every age group. But my audience, obviously, you know, most of the, well, I generally speaking, my livelihood has been from people that are older. But now I also like to dance a lot. So I hang out in spots where there are a lot of young people, and they're all commenting about my leggings. And now I come home after dancing. I say to Laura, I've got 15 new names of people that want to hear about SAVVI. I mean, I almost don't have enough time in the day is really my most frustration, to follow up with every single person that's into SAVVI. And even I laughed. I went when we were at the SAVVI Shine event in Playa del Carmen. I went to Tulum for an afternoon, and I was wearing my leggings, and two women next to me with their husbands were eating, and they were wearing leggings. And I said, "Oh, I see you like leggings." I mean, they're just eating with their husbands, but they were right next to me. And they go, "Oh yeah, we love leggings. We love this kind of, we love athleisure clothes." I mean, it was just unbelievable. I said, God is like with me, because they gave me their names, their numbers. They let me take a picture of them. One was from Portland, one was from Venice, California. Then even when I flew from Mexico to Miami, in the duty-free shop, a woman said to me, "I like your leggings." And she was from Philadelphia, which is my hometown. And I got her name and number. I mean, there isn't an opportunity I let go by without talking about SAVVI.
I mean,
I'm
Bonnie,
fired up.
I love that, Bonnie, because it just shows how easy this is to share, right? This isn't skincare. This isn't, and nothing against it, but this is something that's just an obvious conversation starter. You could compliment somebody's leggings and turn that so quickly into just being like, "Oh my God, have you heard about SAVVI?" So Bonnie, tell me what makes SAVVI unique in your eyes, because obviously there's a lot of people like me who have no style, and SAVVI has saved me because I never had style. You already have style, obviously. What makes SAVVI like unique? And maybe it's even just the vision of what it will be, but I'm curious.
Well, I mean, it's so funny. I always collected leggings that had all kinds of sparkles. I had, different things. I always went for, then I said, "Oh, this is really nice that they have solids." And, I really never, I was always going for those like wearable art pieces. But now I love that SAVVI's come out with all these shades, all these tones. Now they're getting into brights, which makes me very happy. But I also love those, the seafoam greens and the navy blues and the pale grays and the chocolate browns and the camels. And I don't know, I just love it. And it goes with all my other things. My other things are the pop pieces. So it's so nice to have these understated pieces.
Yes.
I like that they make you feel good. They make you look good. I like that they don't wrinkle. They're easy to travel. It just fits into my wheelhouse. And I like the price, because I did go to Lululemon and I did shop, and it was more money. And I like that there's a better value with SAVVI. So I like the price. I like the look. I like the feel. I mean, there have been a few little bugaboos. I talked to Michael, the designer in Cancun, and we're going to keep in closer touch, because, I have definitely some little insights on things that are missing. And I take lots of pictures of what's out and about when I'm out in a crowd with a lot of young, hip people. I'm living, in Palm Beach. It's kind of a good spot. So I'm taking pictures, and I'm going to start sending them to Michael, things that I think could really kind of maybe take SAVVI to another little level. If they take my ideas, great. If not, it's okay.
No, that is awesome. And honestly, guys, like it's so cool. This is what pioneering a brand is. It's not like that's not a marketing term. We really are pioneering this brand. We have a voice. Bonnie can share with the designer. We can all do that, though. There's an email, feedback@SAVVI. When you have ideas, email them. You're not going to get a response, but it's going to go to the right department. And we truly are. I mean, and you can always come to me too, because as a founder, like, I'm able to directly message Jen and Ken and Michael, and give them feedback. But we really do have a say. It really is awesome. And Bonnie, talk to me about, like, if you were to speak with somebody that is, in her 50s or 60s, why does SAVVI, and I'm going to take this clip and send it to you. And also for us, because I know that we all know people that are, older than the 40s. And sometimes they discount something like this. And they shouldn't. Like, your life doesn't end, it's never too late to start something new. So talk to us about why SAVVI would be such a great thing for somebody maybe in their 50s or up.
Well, I mean, first of all, I mean, age does not make a difference. I mean, I wasn't a person that was thinking of retiring at a certain age. I mean, I'm 68 years old and I feel like I'm 38. I have as much energy today as I've always had. If anything, I feel more charged up. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I feel more energetic. It's
Yes,
crazy.
absolutely.
I just think that you're buying it, this is more, I'm talking to a lot of people. I'm talking to a travel agent right now. I have a woman, I don't know whether she's on the call. I don't know whether Margot is here. Is Margot here? She can unmute herself if she is. I don't know whether she is or not.
She's not on.
Okay. Well, anyway, Margot had a shop and she closed her shop during COVID. And we're in a networking group of professional business women. And she heard my enthusiasm about SAVVI. She saw me wearing it and she's now a brand partner and she's fired up. And Laura has been so great guiding her. I mean, Laura and I work as a team and I'm real good at finding people, but Laura's really good at kind of setting them up for success, which is really great. I mean, it's just, I'm so grateful to have her help. I really have to admit, I know what my strengths are and I have some weaknesses and I'm determined to work on them because she said, we're going to get bigger and bigger and she won't be able to do what she's doing for me now. So I'll have to either have somebody assist me or just kind of get a little bit more confident in those little areas that I'm not quite as confident in.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, we work on our weaknesses until they're our strengths,
Yeah. So I'm a work in progress.
Bonnie, you have had so much success in your life, right? Like, it doesn't happen by accident that you have been on the Today Show. It doesn't happen by accident that you have, started you have your own multiple businesses, multiple brick and mortar. That is a big effing deal, no matter what. That doesn't happen by accident. So there are so many people in the world, really, so many women, so many women that don't have belief in themselves, that don't think they can do something, like, for instance, this business, right? They let their fears get in the way. They let their doubts, their insecurities. How did you become how you are now? Like, confident, going for it. You're playing big. You're just doing the bold things. And how did you do that? How have you navigated all that?
I don't even know how to answer it. I mean, it's just part of my personality to, I always wanted to go to the top of the mountain, always.
Mm-hmm.
And believe me, it's been ups and downs and all arounds. And I'm alone. I don't have kids and I have a beautiful dog and I don't have a husband presently. I always make the joke. I was married twice and I said I wore them both out. I did. I probably did. But anyway, they were not meant for a lifetime, the season, reason, or a lifetime. But I mean, one was 15, one was 17. So it wasn't like it was an overnight, failure. But I'm on my own and I'm embracing this. I encourage anybody. You have to come from some kind of self-awareness that you can do this. I mean, if you don't come from a positive place about you have to feel good about yourself. For you to succeed in this or any business, you have to feel good about who you are and you have to feel that you deserve it. And you have to like, it's almost like you have a movie in your mind, when you close your eyes. And I do meditate. I recommend that to everybody. I get up in the morning and I do a meditation And that kind of centers me. And in the middle of the day, or, before I go out at night, if I have times, I try to do a little meditate. I recommend meditation. Every top successful entrepreneurial person will pretty much tell you meditation is a key to success. But you have to come from seeing in your mind that you are successful. You have to feel in your gut that you deserve it. You have to come from that place of positivity and empowerment to be successful at anything. And SAVVI fits right in with that. But I mean, if you love athleisure clothing, you like the clothes, it's such an easy sale because you're wearing it, you're sharing it. I think it's just a great thing, an opportunity for so many people. I did meet someone at the SAVVI Shine who said she was a real introvert and that I had an impact on her just in the few days that we met. But I've been watching her postings on Instagram. She doesn't look like an introvert to me. I went, what? I wouldn't do that on Instagram. But she's doing all kinds of things that are, out of my comfort zone. I'm very direct, there isn't any, I'm not going to, do some, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't even know how to do all that stuff, where you're talking and it's another voice coming out of your mouth. I haven't figured all that stuff out.
Well,
but I'm very direct.
What I love about Bonnie when we met, outside of just her amazing, like, there's no doubt that Bonnie just like exudes energy and positivity. And I love what she said just now. Like, you have to believe that you're worth it. And that really hits me because I never know exactly what my why is, because I feel like it can kind of change, but the overarching why for me is to breathe belief into people that don't think they're worth it, that don't think they can do it. And that is the power of this industry, really. This industry, the power of this industry is to help. It's so much more than money, right? But I loved when I met Bonnie, and so she has all of these beautiful strengths, and she's like, Jackie, I need so much help with Instagram and reels and stories, and I don't know how to do all this, and this is But I love that she said that, because she said that not because she's down on herself. She said that because she wants help. She's working on her weaknesses, right? So she's like putting it out there. And so none of us are great at everything. We all start somewhere, right? Like, we all do. So I just thought that was really cool.
Well, I tell everybody, just dive in. Just dive in. So when I had an experience when I was in Mexico, I ended up having a few hours free, and I got a chance to but jump off a cliff into the water.
Oh my gosh.
Into a cenote. And I thought it was like a very symbolic thing, kind of, I'm on the edge and I just jumped. I went for it. And that's it. You just got to just stand on the edge, girls, and just dive in. Just go for it. I really believe we are, I'm not a preacher or anything. I'm just being me. And Jackie has given me the privilege of being able to share my thoughts and feelings with all of you. But I do believe we are sitting on an opportunity that just comes around once in a lifetime. I can't believe myself that I finally found the right product at the right time. It's opportunity and readiness go hand in hand. And I feel ready. The opportunity came. It's just the right product with the right people. The whole thing is and it all happened during a pandemic. This is like an insane thing that, when the whole world went completely, bonkers, out of like that despair and horrible, horrible tragedies, that you have to pat yourself on the back if you're here now, because we're still in this pandemic. It's not over yet. pat yourself on the back that you are embracing this opportunity during these dark times. And this is so full of life, sunshine, love. I mean, and you can spread that to other people, and everybody has a chance to make money and have fun. I mean, what more could you ask for? I mean, this is a greatest opportunity for all of us, and we're at the beginning. I mean, it's not like Jackie, she got in, you know, when did you get in, March or something, you know?
April, end of April,
Okay,
yeah.
so you got in April. Okay, so you're getting, you know, some of you got in this March. So what? I mean, it's still in pre-launch, and we're still at the beginning, and there's still so many people that haven't heard of SAVVI yet. I know that for a fact. And you know, you can do this, and we all can just meet up in wonderful places and hug each other and support each other and share stories. And some of us will give some of the money to charity, and other people will support their kids, and other people will, whatever you do with it. But you know, it's much more than just money. But it is nice, you know, to think that, you know, we are sitting on an opportunity that could really reap financial rewards. Jackie is really the inspiration in that case. I have not at this moment created where Jackie is, but she's inspiring me to go for the brass ring. And I know it's possible, you know, but people ask me, oh, you're so enthusiastic, you know, are you making a lot of money doing this yet? And at this point, you know, I haven't seen the dollars at this moment. It's not stopping me.
No,
I'm just going to keep on going.
exactly.
I'm never going to stop.
That's the thing. Like, it's all about feeling here. And anybody, I know a few of y'all were in Mexico, and you're probably so sick of hearing us say, well, in Mexico, you're like, shut up. But it's a feeling. It's a feeling. It's a feeling when you put on, you know, the leggings, or when you put on the cute top. It's a feeling when you listen to Jen on like the community call. It was tonight at 7. If you guys missed it, I missed it, but I heard it was amazing. So I'm going to go listen to that. It's a feeling. The more you can engage and plug in and listen to the founders and just share the light, like, forget about the money, because so many people get weird when they feel like they're making money. So fucking forget the money. Okay, it's gonna come. But if you can almost forget that, like Bonnie is, she's like, yeah, I mean, I haven't made a ton yet, but that's not even the point. She's freaking happy. She's in Mexico. She's talking to everybody about SAVVI. That is what we should be doing. It's not good enough to just be here in the beginning. It's not good enough to just be here in pre-launch. We actually have to share it in order to reap the benefits of being here in the beginning. And not only just share it, freaking share it like there's a fire under your heels, you know, because not only will you reap the financial, you know, rewards from that, but you are just going to spread so much light and positivity. Like, how happy are all of you right now listening to Bonnie talk? Right? Like, you can't not be happy.
Sweet faces.
That's what this is about. This is about happiness and light and joy. And Bonnie and Laura, I mean, our team name is Team Joy. Like, that is what this is about.
Oh, nice.
You know, the money will come if you share it unabashedly, truthfully. If you just share it without overthinking it, without worrying about what it's going to look like to so-and-so, or what, you know, what they're going to think, or, oh my God, I shared yesterday, should I share today? Go for it. Go for it. Share the rest of you too. Don't just be a SAVVI advertisement. But seriously, like, try not to let yourself stop yourself. That's the only person that will stop you, is you.
That's true.
And Bonnie obviously has done that throughout her whole life. And it has come from somewhere, Bonnie, and so you should like try to think during like your meditations or whatever, like, I've always been very interested. Where does our confidence come from? Well, confidence comes from practicing things. So Bonnie's gotten really good at doing things that are like really out of her comfort zone. So now it doesn't even feel like a big deal when she does something out of her comfort zone. But when, maybe Sarah, who's not done, I'm just randomly calling on you, Sarah. I'm not really saying this is you, but like when Sarah's never done anything out of her comfort zone and she does this and she's like, oh, fuck, it's really hard. I don't know if I can do it. Right. Like it's all practice, it's all practice. So the first time you post on Instagram about SAVVI and you're like, oh my God, I'm like sweating bullets. Like that took me 2 hours to do. The next time it's not going to take you 2 hours. Maybe it'll take you an hour. And then the next time you might be like, oh, actually, I kind of want to do this. And it's just practice. So, yeah, I'm just so happy, Bonnie, that you could be here, and Laura, that you guys could be here and share. And y'all, when you feel, I love hearing other people's stories and meeting other people because it allows me to channel them. So like if I'm out and I see somebody with cute leggings, now I'm going to channel Bonnie and be like, oh my God, your leggings are so cute, and start up a conversation. Because, and I'm not good in person. Like that's my weakness. So I am going to do that. I'm going to channel you, Bonnie. So if you guys don't feel like you have like that confidence or that whatever, channel Bonnie.
Well,
Think about Bonnie.
I'd like to channel you. I'd like to channel you. You're a fabulous leader. And I have a lot to learn from you, and I look forward to it. And that's it. I'm looking forward to growing with all of you. I mean, and that's the thing about it. Doesn't matter what age any of us are. We're all babes in the woods, and we're all kind of looking for the same things, and we're all there to support each other. It's really a beautiful thing. I'm telling you, I've never been part of a community. I'm so grateful to Laura for turning me on to this. It has definitely enriched my life. People see a difference in me. And, the ones that just don't get it, they don't get it. It's okay.
So I got a question. Can I interject and ask a question?
Yes, please.
So I'm a little different I don't think I have any inhibitions about sharing, but I do have a nervousness about doing the lives. Only because actually today I tried to do a live. It was a short one. Nobody saw it. I don't think 5 views, maybe. But my brain is functioning in a different way now. I actually called my occupational therapist and I left him a voicemail. I said, listen, we're going to have to work together on teaching me how to remember what I want to say, when I want to say it concisely. And so that's what I kind of need somebody to, and I spend a lot of time watching you go live and watching and hearing what you say. And I'm inspired by that. But when it's time for me to do it, I go rambling and I start looking all sad and I start talking about this concussion and like, oh God, that's not what I wanted to say. Delete.
Well, I think, and this is like obviously, Jackie, you have a specific situation because Jackie is recovering from a concussion, but this is something that can help all of us, because sometimes we feel like we have to say the right thing, but really the right thing is just speak from your heart. Even if you go off on a tangent, the people that know you know you. Yeah. You're not trying to, I would much rather hear somebody unpolished, unprofessional, or whatever the word is. I can't even speak English correctly, but just like speaking from the heart. Because again, this business, yes, it is very like, it can be very business minded. It's very smart, like the numbers, and you could give that type of
right,
talk, but it's just the feeling is really what sets SAVVI apart, outside of the fact that yes, this is pre-launch and it's going to go freaking huge and we're all going to ride this amazing wave, but speak from the heart, and then you won't feel like you're
like I did.
Like you're forgetting something. Just fucking say what you want to say, and it's not going to be perfect. Right. It's you are going to ramble. You are going to skip over your words. And then the next time you do it, maybe you'll do that a little less. And then the next time you do it,
you're saying don't
maybe you won't fucking care. Yeah. Don't delete it. Just keep doing it. It's all in the practice. Like the growth is all in the practice. We're not supposed to do this perfectly. That's not the point. So
And
hopefully that
it could
helps.
just be Jackie, something so simple. You could just say, you could just, they always say the KISS principle, keep it simple, stupid.
Right.
And so you could just say, you could just start out and just say, I just want to share with you today, I love my SAVVI athleisure clothes and I'm having so much fun. I just wanted to share that.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful day. Could just be like that. Like you're just like
Yeah.
that one little thing. And then you could add little posts that you can give a little more thought to back that up. But that little thing, I just wanted to say hi to you and tell you I'm having a fun time with my SAVVI. And
Yeah,
I just wanted to share that.
Yeah.
Period.
Because I have a lot of people, I seem to know a lot of people that are mature and they're retired and they're professional artists, or, and their sadness is that we are empathic like Jackie. I think that's why that's why I resonate with her so, because she's got empathy like oozing out of her pores. And so empaths, we just feel everything that's going on the planet, under the planet, outside the planet, and so many people are sad and they don't even know they would like this.
Mm-hmm.
They have no clue. They're just living in quiet desperation. They're retired, they get the retirement check, and they always talk about, I haven't seen my family in a year, and I've been asleep for a year. Okay. Concussion means sleep. And here I am. My prayer was, I got to get out of this. I'm tired of sleeping. Forget the pandemic. And I talked to like 4 or 5 other SAVVI people before I met Jackie. Her energy was the vibe. I mean, they were not calling me back. They would call me and say, I'll call you. And then I wouldn't get a call back. And I was going, wow, okay, let me just check out somebody else's brand. And I was doing that. And then I saw her, Jackie, and I'm like, okay, there's something to this SAVVI. I'm not going to call these other people back. I'm going to reach out to her.
Well, she's special.
She really is. I don't know. You got to know that you are.
You're sweet. But Jackie, what you said, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. But what you said, Jackie, is what you say.
Right.
Like
that? Yeah.
Seriously, kind of. Like your network are people that are retired. I mean, think about it. I'm not retired, but I can only imagine when you're retired, like you would love some extra joy, and especially in these times. So saying what you just said,
right,
is amazing. You don't have to know everything about SAVVI, y'all. Right. Experts fail.
Right.
Experts fail. If you try to sit here and learn everything about SAVVI and know everything about the leggings and which ones are more compressive, and if you try to learn all that before you go share, you are going to fail. You're going to quit before you even start. Just fucking share. And the rest you are going to learn, because it's not like you're on an island. You're in this incredible community. I mean, it's not just this team and this team. Like, as you can see, like Laura and Bonnie and I, we're not on the team. It doesn't matter. We're all one family. We get to learn from each other. We have this, if you all aren't on the SAVVI community page, it's a Facebook page. That's where I discovered Bonnie. She posts a lot of her pictures there, and it's a beautiful family. You're not on an island. You're not doing this alone. But don't learn it all before you start sharing. Just share, just speak, just do it from the heart. There's a reason why all of y'all are here, and it's all different and it's all unique. Just share it. Yeah. The more vulnerable you are, the more it's going to connect with people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for asking that, Jackie. I think that was really helpful, because I think a lot of people probably can relate.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think with this pandemic, I mean, we really have a chance to make an impact on people's lives and bring sunshine to their lives. Now, if they take it in, you can't change people, but you can just be you. Just be you. Yep. And you have light around you. And you love Jackie. You picked up on her energy. And people are going to pick up on you. they're going to say, oh my God. I mean, you're both named Jackie, so it's a little confusing, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they'll pick up on you. They'll go, gee, this gal, you know, and you can say your story. I had a concussion, you know, I was kind of going through, you know, a tough time, and SAVVI came into my life, and I feel lighter. I feel happier. I feel great. And I love wearing this stuff. You know, just be you. I think you're gonna find people are really gonna be drawn to you. I think you'll be very successful. You don't have to be the most eloquent.
Nope, you can swear. You can do whatever you are. Whatever you do, you can do, because your people will be attracted to you, and the ones that aren't, they're not your people. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh, thank you
Okay.
so much, Bonnie, for being here and sharing. You're just, again, you're awesome, and I just appreciate your time. And Laura, thank you for bringing Bonnie into all of our lives.
Oh my God.
She's incredible. But y'all, I just hope this filled you up. You know, it's always good to just have that, you know, your heart getting filled up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, because then it starts to overflow, and then it's like impossible to keep it in. That's always my goal. Like, I want to be so filled up that like I just can't shut up.
And I do want to let people know that I actually have things that little sayings, like, I could do this. I have little sayings on my mirror, and I tape them. I have tons of things that I look at every day when I'm brushing my teeth, and they're all positive thoughts.
So I freaking love that.
Yeah, so
that's amazing.
Just surround yourself with positive thought. It really does help. And you can even do vision boards. I know that we're all busy, but anytime you're sitting around, open up a magazine, you see a word success, tear it out and paste it on a piece of paper. The next day you might be having your coffee, see a sailboat. Oh, I'd like to be on that sailboat. Just tear it out. You don't even have to cut it. Create a vision board. Create what you want. This is your life. This is your story. You write the script. And we're all in this together. You really have people that have your back. We're not on an island alone. This is really, I've never experienced, I've been on my own, and I had to really row upstream a lot of rivers, and it was hard, and I never stopped. But I'm letting you know, I'm looking at SAVVI and I'm going, God, it's so nice to have the support and love of all these people, and the people are really coming from their heart, and the money will just come.
Yes.
Believe me, we all want to have the money, but you know, it will come. It will be kind of a byproduct of all this other amazing stuff that's life-changing. The whole thing is really, I'm telling you, we'll all be writing books about this. You know,
I love that.
We'll all be writing our story about this, because this is unusual. This is definitely not, it's not this, we really fell into something, and you know, and we made that happen. We didn't just fall into it. We kind of are, you know, some guardian angels directing us.
Yep, for sure. The universe is abundant. Bonnie, I loved what you said about the positive things on the mirror. Like, we should all do that. We should all put Post-its or whatever on your mirror. If you drive to like work, put Post-its in your car. We have a negative record playing in our head constantly. We're not even aware of the horrible things we say to ourselves. The more we can inject our brain with positivity. I mean, I asked you earlier, Bonnie, why you're so confident, why you do all these things. And you're like, I don't know. That is one reason. Like, legit, that is one reason. That is a huge differentiator. No, I bet nobody else. I mean, I certainly don't do that. I listen to podcasts that help me, but I don't have positive words all over my mirror. How much happier would I be in the morning? How much happier would we all, how much more confident would we be if you had like, you are a badass, you know, whatever the things are. Bonnie, will you take a picture of your mirror?
Oh my God, you're so
and send
blown
it to
away.
me, and
I
I'll
will
make
send
sure
it to
that-
you privately, and then you'll
Yes.
decide.
And I'll, okay.
My handwriting is really a little.
No, it's fine. I would love to share it because I think we should all do it. I mean, honestly, that's so simple, but so freaking impactful.
Yeah,
It would make a
I have
huge
it by
difference.
my desk. I have it in my mirror. Oh my God, you can't even imagine this.
I love it. I love it. Well, Bonnie, thank you so much for sharing with us. We adore you. Everybody go follow Bonnie on Facebook, friend her, Instagram. She will inject positivity into your life every time she posts. She's incredible. And Bonnie, thank you for becoming part of our team.
God.
And Laura, too.
It's a joy. It's a joy to be with the Joy team.
Yay. Thank you so much, you guys. Hope you have a wonderful night.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.